Hey, what's happening, everybody? Shiba Inu is up. We're going to talk about it in this video. We're going to talk about how high could it go. We're also going to do an update on Leash and also talk about the Robinhood petition, why it's so important that we get to 200,000 people signing that petition so we can go to the next stage and hopefully let our voices be heard and Robinhood potentially add SHIB later this year, perhaps 2022. All of that in this video. Before that, though, just got to say, I'm getting all settled in here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Took a tour of the Indy 500 racetrack today. Wow, super, super cool. You can actually follow me over on Instagram. If you go to my YouTube page, you can come over there, hit that little Instagram icon over there on the top that you actually can't see, but I swear it's over here. It's next to subscribe and the Twitter handle over there. Hit that. It'll take you over to my Instagram if you want to see some of the pictures I posted from over there. Super cool place. Not a big fan of racing, not yet at least. I know a lot of people in Indy are, though, so I guess I'll have to go check out the Indy 500 hopefully next year and see what it's all about. So looking forward to that. I think it's every year in May, right? The month of May they talk about. So all right, real quick here, I want to talk about the supporter and insider level over at our private community. If some Discord members want to drop down in the comments for me, be my testimonial. Talk about your experiences, unless it's terrible, which I don't think there's many terrible experiences. We're having a great time over there, learning from each other, helping each other grow our portfolios. But yeah, drop something down there so other people can see kind of what your experience has been. And come on over and join us. We'd love to have you. And yeah, there's that. So, all right, let's jump into it because the overall market is up and roaring here on a Friday. Gotta love it. We're up at 1.74 trillion in market cap, total market cap, that is. Look at the amount of cryptos, too. I just noticed this, up over 11,000. There's now 11,178 cryptos out there, at least by CoinMarketCap's count here. Just insane, right? But we're seeing Bitcoin up over 42, heading to 43,000, which is massive. And here comes Ethereum blasting up towards 3,000. Gotta love that. Just an overall great outlook on the market right now. Cardano's up over $1.40. Dogecoin closing in on 21 cents. And here we go. SHIB, finally some positive price action. We're up heading to the 6.4 level, up about 3% today, a little bit above that. You know, we've been talking about this 6.1 level, and, you know, we're hitting this level where, you know, chances are it's not going to go much lower than this. We know that really low level of support is 5.5, but kept saying, hey, this is a pretty good time to open up a position, add on to the position. Here we are at this 6.3 level now, bouncing off that 6.1 level. So still, I think, a good time to add on if you haven't already. But it's starting to come back with the entire market. Obviously, we want to see a big push forward. We'd like to see that 9, 10, 11, 12% increase here. But this is good, at least right now in the short term, because we're seeing some nice positive regression in terms of the amount of holders as well. So I want to show you that real quick here. Let's load up this data. And you can see that. Look at that. Nice little rise, steady rise in the amount of holders here since July 31st over the past 7 days. Love to see that as well. We're up over 612,000, closing in on 613,000 holders. We're going to go back to SHIB here in just a minute, but I want to take a look at Leash. Leash is slightly up right now, less than 1%, but it's at 1,100 and some change here. And the holder story a little bit different. It's really fluctuating quite a bit. You can see it's very, very kind of up and down here. And we take a look at the 1 month, you'll see what I mean here. Look at the amount of holders that have decreased. Way back here on July 7th, we had 19,000 holders. Now, it looks like it's decreased a lot more, but we're still at 18,351, so it's really fluctuating very, very tightly here, just by a few here and there each and every day. A little bit different than the SHIB chart. So, you know, while so many people talk about Leash and how it was mentioned a lot more in the Phase 2, SHIB is still the native token. It's still the token, in my opinion, that will rule the ecosystem in the end, because when new investors come into the place, they're going to look at the one that is less than 1 cent, and they can purchase a lot of it, okay? And whales will think the same thing. So I still look at SHIB as obviously the native token, but you know, it's also the one that I think will attract new money. And I've talked about how important it is we get new money. Of course, I want to see the Doge Killer do well too. I want to see Leash do well. I want to see the entire ecosystem perform well. But I'm most interested in SHIB. because that's the one I'm invested in. I think most of you out there are as well. So let's jump into TradingView real quick. Hopefully you're having a great day and getting ready for the weekend too. So let's take a look at the technicals here. This was a sell this morning when we did our update at the 6.1 level. Well, here we go, pushing up toward the 6.4 level, which we've already touched today once. We've been fluctuating from the 6.13 to the 6.42 level. And you can see that if I pull this up. There we go. See that day range a little bit better. All right, so actually it's cut off right there. I know why I did that earlier. I got to fix that screen later. I'll get to it. But anyway, it's now listed as a neutral instead of a sell or a buy. It's neutral right now. But we're also taking a look at the actual candlesticks, and here we go. Finally, a nice little green candlestick here working. These are day candlesticks. Hopefully we can break out of this consolidation phase. We're still channeling here. Really, we need to get past the 6.5 level. That's where we need to get to. If we can break the 6.5 level, that's when we can really start heading up toward that 7 level and forming a new pattern here on the charts. We did have this big pop here on the 21st, July 21st. Everything really did, right? Everything popped right after the 20th as Bitcoin came roaring back. But good to see a green candlestick working. That is for sure. Now, also want to hop over here. Almost 175,000 signatures. This was August 3rd. Robinhood. Convince Robinhood they will prosper if they list Shiba Inu coin. Sign the petition. So now let's take a look at where we are. We're actually closing in on 175,000. That was 3 days ago, and we're getting very close. But here's the thing. If we can get to 200,000 signatures, and I know a lot of you have already signed this, but if you haven't, or if you can tell a friend, do your part, because we need to get to 200,000 here. When we do, this petition becomes one of the top signed on change.org. Then all of a sudden it gains even more traction than it had before. And I think Robinhood should certainly see this and at least hear about this. I know they know the SHIB Army is calling them because they've actually responded to some tweets in the past. I don't know if y'all remember Kai Green, the bodybuilder. He actually tweeted at Robinhood. This was a couple months back. And Robinhood's support team did answer his tweet and said basically they're looking at adding assets all the time. I think they're going to turn to crypto to really advance their platform. But I think right now they're just kind of just launching their IPO, and the stock is doing really well. And I think once they get through that period of, working out all of the details there, they'll probably turn their attention to adding new features and new assets in the form of crypto, I think. I mean, they've got most of the stocks covered right now. I think it's time they look at crypto, and I think they know that. They've got to get their own wallet. That's one of the big steps they need to take. And because it's kind of weird right now at Robinhood where you don't really own it. You're just kind of holding it there. Robinhood still has control of it, and as we know, crypto investors don't like that. We like control of our money, having your own wallet, kind of like Coinbase does. But once they get that worked out, man, I think SHIB there would be fantastic. Obviously, I want to see us get to Coinbase, but even more so, I'd be okay if we never got to Coinbase if we got to Robinhood, because I think it's just the platform we need, considering the investors that did all the investing into Dogecoin. They did all the investing into the meme stocks, if you will, or what do you want to call them? What's the word? The momentum stocks, right? Like GameStop and AMC. Most of it's coming from Robinhood. So I want to see us listed there as well. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. This has been another Shiba Inu update. Thank you so much. Very grateful for each and every one of you out there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that notification bell. You'll know every time we put out another one. And thanks so much. Pop on over to the channel. Watch some videos that we put out today as well. We got Baby Doge. This coin is quietly moving up. Which one is it? Go check it out. Have a great weekend, y'all. And I'll be stopping back here again on the channel, of course. Hopefully you do too. See ya.